NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Eason sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. They're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Ekeler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Ekeler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Ekeler. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Next, Crosby.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 4th down and on is Ty Long to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 9. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Eason. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. play. It's Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. We're scoreless after one. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Herbert just beat the play clock. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Badgley now for the Charger field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun is Eason. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Raiders 7. Chargers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. It'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing is Eason. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This to Jacobs on the toss right, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got him in. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 84 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as he went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him in the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's able to break out of one tackle but then quickly brought down. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. He'll get this to Ekeler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That's into the hands of Ekeler. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On the screen, this is Ekeler. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Herbert now. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 11.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Eason's pass intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Eason. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before break. Eason escaping the pressure right. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Down Chargers.
Herbert on 1st down now. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. To the air again, Herbert. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Eason. Incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Eason lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. I mean, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Operating from the gun, Eason will find Hines out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Casey Hayward.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Eason. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Eason eluding the pressure right. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Escaping the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of his NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Their own 25-yard.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. The 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. And it is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Derwin James. 10 yards on the pickup.
They go play action with Eason. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Conversion.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter into QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Once more, here's Eckler. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. It's complete. Henry, the 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
But listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason, he'll let this go deep. They've got his man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Hines, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The tackle
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Three brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Eason. Dancing to his left.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run forward with Hines, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And they'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with it back. They're going to stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Las Vegas, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to